بصيتي شرف بصيتي شرف دستوري ما هو متحرف ما هو متحرف ونشدهم حتى عدواني دورني تلقاني وين تدورني تلقاني تلقاني وين تدورني تلقاني دورني تلقاني وين تدورني تلقاني
Empoli Venezia, 34 01, Andrea Douanes.
يا من نبيع صبر عليه اللوجع عليه اللوجع متربي في وسط سباع في وسط سباع المساكن راهي عنواني دورني تلقاني وين تدورني تلقاني تلقاني وين تدورني تلقاني دورني تلقاني وين تدورني تلقاني دورني تلقاني معروف ومعروف مكياني دورني تلقاني وين تدورني تلقاني تلقاني
Dans quelques instants, l'AS Douane du Burkina Faso va affronter El Ali de Benghazi. AS Douane, numéro 4, Ismaïla Abdullah Raouf Ouedraogo, capitaine. 5, Wande Keta Ouedraogo. Ok, nous allons avec El Ali de Benghazi. Numéro 2, Derek Kwak Junior. Numéro 4, Sadie James Bila. 5, A. Abdizio. 8, Adres Zoe. 9, Sofiane.
Welcome aboard, everybody, to the third and final day of Group A play in the West Division of the Road to B.A.L 2026. We're in Bamako, Mali, where Ahly Benghazi will go toe-to-toe against AS Douanes. Aaron Sanders on the call. Thank you again for joining us on the FIBA YouTube network. And this is pretty much a coronation of first place for Ahly Benghazi. A win today will guarantee them a trip to the Elite 16 in this tournament. They have a 2-0 record. They've averaged 77 points per game. And after a great performance against CRB Timbuktu yesterday, winning 77-76, they're on their way to advancing to the next round. Those 77 points, by the way, is the third highest total points scored by a team in the tournament. They were led once again by Sofiane Hamad, who had 18 points and 7 rebounds. But when you go into the forecourt, you have Derek Cook Jr. leading the way with 14 points and 7 rebounds. AS Douanes trying to play spoiler in a way after losing their first 2 games of group play. They lost to CFG by 5, 66-61, and they led until the start of the second quarter, and they ended up shooting a total of 29%. They were led throughout the game by Frank Wadraogo, who had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and change. One of the top players to look after for this game, El Ahly has Sofian Haman, like I mentioned before, the 5th best scorer in the road to B.A.L. 2026, averaging 18 points per game. And you have to pay attention to Hamid Traore of AS Douanes, who averages 8.5 rebounds a game. That's good for 5th in this year's tournament. We'll get started with the opening tip in just a few moments. It's AS Douanes taking on El Ahly Benghazi on the road to B.A.L. 2026 on the FIBA YouTube channel. Welcome back. El Ahly Benghazi will wear their red uniforms, and AS Douanes will have their yellow uniforms. El Ahly Benghazi has already punched their ticket to the Elite 16 in the road to B.A.L. 2026. AS Douanes is out of contention after today, but they can still play spoiler in a way for all the other teams. El Ahly comes into this game scoring the most points by a team in this tournament. Second best points per game at 77. AS Douanes, 9th at 57.5. Opening tip controlled by AS Douanes. They will go from left to right on your screen, and El Ahly Benghazi vice versa. Here's a pull-up J, left side. That bounces in. Ahly Benghazi, they're known for their quick starts, but this has to be the first time they allow the buckets from the opposition. Loose ball in a tie-up. Possession arrow, Ahly. 13 on the shot clock. Pass upstairs to Oni. Oni quickly gives it to Jordan. Jordan with the teardrop, and that rattles in and out. Rebound by Hamid Traore, who had 11 rebounds in the loss to CFG yesterday. Another loose ball poked away at the floor, retained by Delwindi Nana. Tanguy Kumboigo, who averages 3 points per game, swings it to Frank Wedraogo. Here's Kumboigo for three. Short. Shot clock continues. Bambara misses. Jonathan Jordan averages 5 points per game. Here's a pass right in front of the bench, and now it's wrist. As AS Douanes with a 2-0 lead. In and out dribble Kumboigo. Quick dribble shot, Traore. High shot off the glass. Bambara can't put it back in. And here's Jonathan Jordan up the floor. Arima swings it out. And now it's Jordan again. Steps into the key, swings it outside. Ball last touched by Frank Wedraogo. Frank Wedraogo, one of the leading scorers in yesterday's loss to CFG with 14 points and change. Bounce pass ahead to Arima. Arima goes for the fake, drives in left side, and the foul is on Kumboigo. The only advantage that AS Douanes has in team stats for this game would be in rebounds per game. They have 48.5, which is fifth in the tournament, and Ahly Benghazi 47, so a difference of a rebound and a half. Risk posting up, having trouble, goes for the spin move, and we have a foul called yet again. 7:50 to go in the opening quarter, still 2-0. Arima to Jordan, who goes back to the three-point line. Jordan, quick crossover, long shot. Rebound pulled down by Alassane Bambara, who picks up 4 a game and gets the outlet pass to Nana. It is 4-0 in favor of AS Douanes. The head coach for Ahly, Ahmed Solomon, going with a completely different starting lineup, knowing that they already punched their ticket to the Elite 16. So he's definitely giving his star players rest, like Derek Cook Jr., 14 points, 7 rebounds. Sofian Hamad, 5th best scorer. And giving more players like Jonathan Jordan and Mie Oni some time on the floor. We have yet to see Abzio since the first game of the road to B.A.L. when they played up against the Centre Federal de Guinea. Maybe we'll see him on the floor soon enough. In the meantime, we've almost played 3 minutes into the game. 4-0 in favor of AS Douanes. Still looking for their first win in the road to B.A.L. to wrap up their stay. Here's a quick pick off by Jonathan Jordan. And it will stay with Douanes. AS Douanes qualified by winning this year's Burkinabe Championship, their first in their history against the defending champions, USFA. Quick fake out from Traore, and the shot clock expires. There's a lot of teams that have qualified for this tournament due to a lot of upsets. AS Douanes is one of them. CRB Timbuktu is the other one after topping Stade Malien in the League One Championship and denying their chances of winning 4 in a row and their 20th overall. Nice finger roll in the lane, but that doesn't go. Rebound picked up by Risk as he tight ropes the baseline. Kick out to Oni. Oni guarded heavily by Frank. He pulls up away from the key and gets it. He was very busy on that possession, and that breaks the scoring spell for El Ali. Early stages, first quarter. Nana in traffic. Blows a tire on that. And it's a good thing he gets back up not long afterwards. Nice give and go pass underneath. Now we see Sophie and Ahmad in the lineup. And that's 2 more. We're tied up for 4. I didn't know if Ahmad and the rest of the starters were going to get some time on the floor, but looks like they will. Started off the bench after starting the first 2 games. Rebound pulled down by Risk. He's already at his average of 2 a game. Here's Arima, and he's called for traveling. Final day of Group A West Division play. The road to B.A.L. Wins averages 30.6% a game in shooting. Engaging in a 4-4 tie. Shot bounces in. A lot of tap dancers for their shots today, but nonetheless it counts. A 3 for the tie. Doesn't go down. Frank Ouedraogo with the ball, with a beautiful spin move, and the outlet pass underneath the Karl Bacci. Karl Bacci taking his defender out of the play. It's now 9-4 AS Douanes. Offensive foul. And we'll see Chudier Billet check in. There are 5 players that have yet to score for El Ali in this tournament. It is Billet, Abzio, El Jami, Risk, and Arima. Hopefully they get a point in before the Elite 16 round. Here's a quick swing out pass. Frank Ouedraogo misses from the corner. Back comes El Ali Benghazi. Give and go pass Jordan. Ball will stay with El Ali after the foul. That is the 3rd one on AS Douanes. Billet will play it in. Hope you're enjoying this where you're tuning in from. Let us know in the comments where you're watching the game from. Hello to our great fans all around the world. Watch the future of international basketball, and that's a quick turnover. And it's easy runnings for Alexandre Tahita, who averages 8 points a contest. It is an early lead for AS Douanes. They break the double-digit mark. Crossover dribble, Mie Oni. And he gets the contact. A big welcome to the rookie stage of the FIBA YouTube membership to Samuel Iguma. Samuel Iguma, well done and welcome aboard. If you also tune in on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the premium memberships of part of FIBA, the rookie, the starters. They all have exclusive perks for which you can follow along for each and every tournament you watch along. So be sure to subscribe to a premium FIBA YouTube membership today. B.A.L, chest pass. Here's a quick go-ahead shot off the glass, no good as the shot clock expires. Bachi brings it up the floor, and that's going to be a foul in the backcourt. Along with Samuel Iguma, we welcome, of course, die-hard FIBA fans for the last 2 years. That is Coco and Ahly. They're tuning in from Canada. We get a timeout on the floor. Less than 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. AS Douanes with an 11-4 lead against the #1 team in the Group A West Division, Ahly Benghazi.
To score, and we will run behind them. Just five minutes ago. Okay? And if you cannot play tough, if you don't want to play, just tell me. Seven minutes, and we scored 4 points. And we give them 10 offensive rebounds. And we give them shots.
Backs up.
And when we come back, okay, we try just to steal the ball, okay, run, okay, to protect the basket. This is bad situation. ايه الموقف ده؟ Let's go play better than this. Play tough.
Well, Ahmed Sullivan, the head coach for Ahly, not taking this 7-point deficit lightly, even though they're already in the Elite 16 round of the road to B.A.L. He's expecting great tenacious effort on the part of Ahly Benghazi. They gave up a handful of rebounds in the last couple of possessions. And he put out a stern warning: if you don't want to play as good as we have in the last 2 games, you're out. Oh, circus layup goes down. Karl Bachi with another beauty. It is 13-4. And back to the Ahly huddle. Even though you're #1 in the Group A West Division, it doesn't mean you let up in the group phase finale. More people tuning into this game. A big hello to Hoop Haven, tuning in from the Big Apple, New York. Hoop Haven enjoys FIBA basketball. That's fantastic. Free throws coming up for Chudier B.A.L, who is still looking for his first point in this year's road to B.A.L. Ahly Benghazi has experience playing in the B.A.L as B.A.L hits the first one. They played in the 2024 season, placed 7th, but it did not deter them from going all the way to the finals, where Petro de Luanda topped them in the championship round. Here's running layup. Karl Bachi putting on a show once again. He's going deep and cashing in. Inside pass deflected by AS Douanes, and it will stay with Ahly. There's a skip pass, nice fake out by B.A.L. B.A.L fakes in and will go back to the foul line with under 3 to go. B.A.L already picking up a couple of points at the foul line. Leading scorer throughout the tournament for El Ahly has been Sofian Hamad, which we saw on the floor for a couple of minutes. Usually a starter, but with El Ahly advancing to the next round, they're not going to take their chances. Here's a steal by B.A.L, and he sends it down to Oni with the flush. B.A.L to Oni, as El Ahly Benghazi finally breaks the 10-point mark. Under 3 minutes to go, spin move from Way Grayoa, and the finish from Koi Traore. Here's the three, that's good. So Brandon Frazier getting on the scoreboard. Make it 13 for them, 17 for AS Douanes. So now it's a two-possession game once again. Hoop Havens, he's becoming very active on the live chat, saying AS Douanes being very aggressive, attacking the paint. That's exactly what they need to do, because El Ahly Benghazi, they didn't fare out that well in the paint against CRB Timbuktu yesterday. The only player that was doing the damage in the front court was Derek Cook Jr. in the third and fourth quarter. But it wasn't enough, as they stuck with the mid-range game and the shots as well. Alexandre Tahita has yet to make a free throw in this tournament until now. (19-13) AS Douanes with the lead. We have 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ball nearly taken away. El Jami recovers it. El Jami in traffic, wanted the foul, will not get one. And here's a three. Frank Way Draogo, splish, splash, cash. 22-13. Oh, they count that as a long two. Look pretty close, but nonetheless, they are still ahead. Saidi driving in the wide side and picks up the foul. Mohamed Sadi heading to the foul line. He is also yet to hit a free throw. And now he's on there. Saidi's been averaging 13 points and 7 rebounds along with 4 assists per game. That is good for 9th in the last couple of days. 22-15, 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. El Ahly is being led by Mie Oni and Chudie B.A.L. AS Douanes led by Frank Uedraogo, who's hit all of his shots from three-point land. Nice fake out from El Jami, cuts into the right side, goes for the tough shot. That doesn't hit. Traore picks up the rebound. Karabakji brings it up the timeline. He slices his way to the lane, and an offensive foul is called. Under a minute in the first quarter, AS Douanes ahead by 7. Saidi with the ball. Great no-look pass out to Frazier, who fakes out, steps inside, and misses. And here's the play. Back up to Saidi. Saidi pulls up with 5 to shoot. Ricochets everywhere, and it's pulled back by Andre Ziu. Bachi appeared to have his forearm pulled during that traffic. Here's Traore on the breakaway. And they simmer down a bit. Bachi from downtown bounces off, picked up by Ziu. Ziu, he had an impressive second half yesterday. He gets the pass from B.A.L and will head to the foul line. Ziu is a 60% foul shooter. Eight seconds to go in the first. AS Douanes came out clicking on all cylinders to start the game. Andre Ziu averaging 11 points and 7 rebounds in the last couple of days. Second free throw's no good. Ismailio Ouedraogo goes with the ball. Cross-court pass, we're down to 2. Here's a long bomb. That doesn't go. 22-15, that is the score at the end of one. AS Douanes leading the best in the West Division, Ahly Benghazi. We'll have the second quarter for you coming up on the FIBA YouTube channel. This is the road to B.A.L. Laying scores after one for AS Douanes. They are led by the dynamic duo of Frank Ouedraogo, who's had 6 points from three-point land, and Carl Bachi, who has 6 points, all of them coming on breakaway layups. Ahly Benghazi being led by the tandem of Chudie Bile and Mie Oni, who has 4 points apiece. Usually Ahly Benghazi averages 40% in shooting per game. They're shooting under 30%. At AS Douanes, a team that averages 31% a game, they're shooting 47%. We're underway in the second quarter. Aaron Sanders on the call. We are wrapping up group phase play in the road to B.A.L. 2026 in the West Division. Group A, huge rejection, and on the other end is Jonathan Jordan. And he gets the deuce. It was Mohamed Saidi, my mistake. Took a lot of contact, but was able to finish strong. It's now a 5-point AS Douanes lead. They have the rock. The feed to Komboigo. Traore, beautiful step and finish. Coin Traore getting the big step and the control to get it off the left-hand side. Ball picked away. A disadvantage, but it's not going to stop Delwinde Nana. A lot of transition baskets for AS Douanes within the first 10 minutes of this one. And in the previous timeout from El Ali, Ahmed Solomon, the head coach, not happy with the effort, despite already advancing to Elite 16. Here's the pull-up from Saidi. Goes off the right side. In and out dribble, almost broken up. Traore, who scored the last bucket. It's to Windiketo Ouedraogo, who tried to cash it in off the glass. That doesn't work out. And Traore will look for 2 shots. Traore, a 40% free throw shooter. That is an interesting form as he releases from the left side of the key. But the best part of free throws are that they're free and you could do anything you want with them. Traore misses both of them. Zoo brings it out. Saidi gives it to a cutting Frazier. Frazier in and out past to B.A.L. B.A.L. flings it up. No basket on the play as he is called for traveling. Look at Windiketo Ouedraogo, who's averaging close to 10 points and 3 rebounds a game, as he plays it to Tanguy Komboigo. In deep, Traore misses the floater, gets his own rebound, fights through everybody, and the rebound's pulled down by B.A.L. Here's the skip pass. Hamad, 1 dribble, 1 shot, and the miss. AS Douanes with the lead. They are ahead by 7. Ouedraogo having trouble getting away from traffic. Loose ball on the play. Windiketo able to pass it, and it's Hamid Traore who's fighting for the rebound. We have a whistle out of all of that. 7:10 to go in the half. Boygo up top to Windiketo. Here is a 3 from the corner. That is an air ball. It's picked up by Oni. Oni passes it right away to Ahmad, goes for the tough shot, and he is still drawing at the other end, asking for the contact. They won't get it. 2-on-2. And Komboigo can't put it back in. Zoo tight-roping the sideline. Gives it back to Saidi. Saidi on the right side. A flurry of changes being made. Risk checking back in. Risk checking in, and Alexandre Tahita returns for AS Douanes. Strong pick from Hamad. Saidi for 3. Too strong. Picked up by Traore. Ball nearly taken by Saidi, but it's taken by Zoo instead. Zoo with the nice Euro step and a beauty. That's how you get back into the game. You pick up that kind of speed once you steal the ball, it is all open range all day for Mohamed Saidi. Beautiful move. And he gets the 2 for his troubles. We have a timeout called by AS Douanes as they're seeing their lead slowly disappearing to the top team in the West Division Group A. In a quarter where there's been very few field goals, Ahly Benghazi has outscored AS Douanes 4-2. They're still behind by 5. We played 4 minutes. Another tough shot. That doesn't go. Kudos to Coin Traore to fly into the traffic to try to get the offensive rebound. AS Douanes has the advantage in rebounds per game coming into this game, and they pick off another one. On the floor and sending it down is Frank Ouedraogo, who gives AS Douanes a 7-point lead. Checking the rebounds, it is 19-16 in favor of Ahly Benghazi. Andre Ziu had a tough time going to the hole. That foul drawn is the second one for AS Douanes in the second. Oni, a lot of room on the left side. That's why he feeds it to Zhu. Oni again asking for help. He's guarded by Frank Ouedraogo. Nice ball movement with shot clock running out. AS Douanes with their master lock defense getting a huge stop on the strong side of the defense. It is a mystery why they didn't give it out to the corner. They could have had a wide open 3. Long shot doesn't go. Traore almost got it on the seat of his pants, but it wasn't meant to be. Oni getting a lot of minutes because the starters are taking a lot of time off in this game. They've already advanced to the Elite 16. They're not trying to risk an injury. Ahmad on the rebound. Big jump step from Oni. Kick out. Shot no good for Saidi. Saidi on the rebound. A lot of swinging around. And we have about 4 minutes and change to go until halftime. 26-19 in favor of AS Douanes. They're being led by Frank Ouedraogo. 8 points, 2 triples. They are currently shooting 33% from the field. Nice high-low pass underneath. Oh, that donut missed the coffee for Frank Ouedraogo. That would have put him at the 10-point mark. Wide open look for Jordan as he sidesteps his way to the lane. Gets the leaning layup to fall to make it 26-21. A look at a three. Frank misses. Colin Traore fights for the rebound and puts it back in. Second chance ability coming alive for AS Douanes. They get an offensive rebound and they work hard for it. The LLE bench is animated. We have 3:29 to play. Free throws on the way for Sofian Hamad. A 67% foul shooter. Misses the first one. Coin Traore with the foul on the other side. This to make it a two-possession game once again. And that hits. A flurry of changes leaves Bocci in the game. Bocci had a lot of clean looks in the first few minutes of play. Wide open is Windakita. Ouedraogo. Way to go. A nice triple. Ball saved by Eljami, who slides right in for two. Here's the move from Windakita Ouedraogo, who feeds it underneath to Ismailia. We play on. Here's Jordan on the pull-up. Yes, called bank on that one. It is 31-26 in favor of AS Douanes. A three falls short. A bit of back and forth in the last minute in change. And this all comes after over a minute of no field goals between these two teams. Nice fake out by Oni as he kicks it outside for Eljami. And Eljami draws the foul. 2:12 to go. Still a close one. 31-26 in a game where El Ali has trailed since the opening tip-off. Free throw no good for Ajmiel Eljami. He's another one that's looking for his first made free throw and got it down. 4 points, that's the difference now as Bocci has it and he is guarded by Zhu. Plays it to Windakita. It's Bombara and he is smothered in traffic. That's a giveaway. Zhu underneath. Eljami, tough skyhook. That doesn't go. Ball fought for, recovered by Jordan, who's met by the double team, escapes the double team, swings it out, Oni in trouble. El Jami slides to the lane. Loose ball on the floor. Good golly, flying chickens in the barnyard as AS Douanes brings it up the floor. Underneath, rejected. And that has to be one of the finest sequence in the game. If you're the both coaches, you're not happy the way that played out. That should have been 2 points or more. But nonetheless, great, fantastic effort on the part of everybody. We're down to 1:29 until halftime. Mie Oni came up with the block before the foul. And Alassane Bambara misses free throw number 1. Second on the way, that is good. Ismail El Jami came up with the foul. That put Bambara on the line. Nice swing ahead pass. Zoo out, and Jordan turns it over. One-on-one coming up, and that's a foul on Zoo. Ahly Benghazi out of fouls to give for the next 71 seconds. Looking at the free throw situation as AS Douanes sets up for another one. They're 50% at the foul line, 3 of 6. And Ahly Benghazi 8 of 12 for a total of 67%. LLE winning the rebound battle 28-19 at the moment. And Windakita misses the free throw. He's only had one made field goal, and that was beyond the arc. He goes 1 for 2 on the trip, 33-27. A lot of time for Ahly Benghazi to come back to this game. They scored the third most points in the road to B.A.L. this year yesterday by defeating Timbuktu 77-66. They are limited to 27 before halftime. El Jami trying to add more to it, same with Risk, but could not follow up. A lot of options around the arc. They go down low, fade away from Traore, doesn't fall. A lot of slipping on the play. Here's Jordan. Gets it back from Zoo. Shot clock and game clock a few seconds off. Here's the kick out. Here's the shot from Zoo. Doesn't go. But it's tipped in right in midair. Final seconds, and Bocci out to the races at the horn and misses it. 20 minutes in the books, and AS Douanes leads Ahly Benghazi 33-29. They are being led by Frank Ouedraogo with 8 points. Well-balanced scoring for AS Douanes. For Ahly Benghazi, Mohamed Saidi has 6 points. The turnover situation for Ahly Benghazi, a rarity for them, 14 turnovers compared to AS Douanes' 7. 33-29 is the score at halftime. We'll be back for the second half in about 15 minutes. This is Aaron Sanders, and you're watching the Road to B.A.L. 2026 on the FIBA YouTube channel.
daka Fati jeli muso sarama Kaulama nyogona lude kumbaga Inamoira jeli inamoira Yera wolo dena dema Kuyate jeli Dota yebi dota yesini Nyameduro Chonga baga janyoma benidaka Chonga sara janyona Chobendila kununga Nindi karisama Nizama karisanye Sama betenye mogodoma Nyasigi chinyamandi Nakuyate jeli nana Nakuyate jeli nana le Ame wale nyumandonge Jeli 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 yala Jeli 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 yala Kuyate jali Fati nyame nana Benida kande Fati jeli muso
A look at the stats after the first 20 minutes of action shows that Ahly Benghazi did not fare well from three-point land, only 1 of 13, compared to AS Douanes, who's only made 3 from outside for a total of 30. In two-pointers, Ahly Benghazi gets that battle at 52%, as AS Douanes has a total of 32. Free throws, AS Douanes at 50, Ahly at 66.7. Aaron Sanders welcoming you back to the road to B.A.L. 2026 on the FIBA YouTube channel. AS Douanes being led by Frank Ouedraogo, who has 8 points. He will start the third quarter. Ahly Benghazi has Mohamed Saidi, who has 6 points. And it's AS Douanes with a 33-29 lead as we get things underway. One of the AS Douanes players was on the floor, but got back up right away. That was Coin Traore. AS Douanes looking to play spoiler to wrap up Group A play, and Ahly Benghazi, already advancing to the Elite 16, are behind by 4. Traore was looking for Nana. Instead, plays it ahead to Frank Ouedraogo. 3! That is good. A 4-point play off of that go-ahead catch and shoot from Tanguy Komboigo. A 7-point lead for AS Douanes. And that's bad news for Ahly Benghazi, but great news for AS Douanes, as they were aware of the miscommunication on defense, and the 4-point play is good for Komboigo. 4-point lead has doubled to 8. He only had difficulty breaking out of the far side. Foul is called. He played nearly 50 seconds in the second half. Nikita Ouedraogo in the lineup. Mohamed Saidi for 3. Off the side. Ahly now 1 of 14 from downtown today. Komboigo, who hit the 4-point play in the previous possession, sends it to Coin Traore, who muscles his way to the lane, misses it. Another chance for Komboigo. That doesn't fall in. And here comes Oni. Oni bursting with speed and plays it to Saidi. Saidi upstairs to El Jami. Oni gets the ball back and drains the 3. A fast start for AS Douanes, giving a taste of Ahly's own medicine. Tough take off the glass and in. Frank Ouedraogo. Giving Ahly Benghazi a whole lot of fits. And Jonathan Jordan breaks the scoring spell to get the third quarter underway for Ahly. Chest pass ahead to Dawende Nana. Nana has not scored since the first quarter, and he's still under a scoring spell. Jonathan Jordan drawing the foul. The transition. He was met by Nikita Ouedraogo. Jordan being patient. Oni in the face of Komboigo. That doesn't hit. The putback goes down for Trudier B.A.L. B.A.L scored his first handful of points of the tournament earlier today. Nana has his pass intercepted by Eljami down deep. B.A.L. 3 from the corner. Doesn't go. AS Douanes in their first ever Road to B.A.L. trip after winning the Burkinabe Championship against USFA, the defending champions from a year ago. They played more than 3 minutes into the third quarter. We'll take a step aside. This score, AS Douanes 39, Ahly Benghazi 36.
And everybody stand ready for help. That's all. Second one, screen, okay, like what we did. One step up, okay, and bump this guy, but don't make foul, okay. Third one, okay, if somebody drive, okay, everybody collapse, okay, and be ready for rebound, okay. One more, okay. When we go, if you attack the basket, it's okay. If not, okay, if you have chance, boom, okay, go and pass, okay, and we will score, okay. And let's go now, guys. Now.
Steve, so 3, 1, 2, 3.
Ahly Benghazi having a slow start in the second half, which is not in their character in the first few days of the road to B.A.L. They are behind by 3. And there were a handful of possessions back in the second quarter where they reduced their deficit to a 2-possession contest. This is the closest they have been in quite some time, as they look to pick up the pace with B.A.L leading the charge to start the third. First free throw rattles in. Hey, don't forget, fans, if you want to catch up on all the tournaments and all the up-and-coming stars from around the world, be sure to subscribe to the FIBA YouTube channel, where you get to catch them on a lot of games and tournaments and far much more throughout the year. Score is now 39-37, 6:30 to play in the third. Quick pass outside to Windakita. He was left wide open, and Ahly's weak side today has come from the left side. And Windakita exposed that perfectly. It's back up to a 5-point game. B.A.L had some daylight, swings it outside. Eljami buries a 3 of his own. That's only the second 3 made for the team. In and out dribble for Rashid Sawadogo, who gets his first time on the floor today. Windakita tried to go 2 for 2 from 3-point land, but was stopped in his tracks by Saidi. It's still Douanes' ball out of bounds. They have the ball and the lead. Windakita taking a chance there, doesn't hit. Here's Jordan flying on the other side. Jordan with the screen from B.A.L, cuts on the left side, gets close to the paint, swings it to Saidi. Saidi to Eljami. Eljami hit the last 3. B.A.L looking for the spin move, spun on the right side instead. Eljami on the kick out. 3 goes off the top of the heel. Here is B.A.L up and under. And this is the Ahly team that many fans have seen over the last few days, and of course in the Libyan Basketball League all year long. They are making a convincing comeback, but it continues to be pulverized by all these buckets from AS Douanes. Jordan chest pass to Oni. And he's making the free throw line his second home today. Free throws number 3 and 4 coming up from Oni. He went 1 for 2 in his last trip. B.A.L and Oni 8 points apiece. A substitution coming in for AS Douanes. Oni picks up point number 9. Only one player has scored 10 or more points in the game, and that's Frank Ouedraogo with 10 points to his name. And that includes the 2 3 balls he hit earlier. Oni goes 2 for 2 at the line to break the double-digit mark. AS Douanes with the ball and currently shooting 35%. Traore squaring up against the big man El Jami, and he wins that battle off of the jump hook. Oni being flustered by Windakita Ouedraogo. Nikita definitely closing out on a very good scorer this afternoon. Oni returns to the foul line, looking to go 4 for 4 in the last 2 trips after starting out 1 for 2. Looking at group play, Ahly Benghazi won 88-60 to CFG, and then won against Timbuktu, the home team in this section of the tournament, in Bamako, Mali, 77-66. AS Douanes lost their first 2 games of group play to Timbuktu by 9 and to CFG by 5. They led until the start of the second quarter and shot 29%. They're definitely making up for that performance today. A 1-point lead for AS Douanes. Sofian Hamad trying to get his team right back into the game. This is only his 4th minute on the floor. Here's the fall-away jumper. That's no good. And again, the reason for Hamad and the rest of the starters starting off the bench is with El Ahly already punching a ticket to the Elite 16, win or lose. They don't want to take that risk of putting their starters in longer than necessary and have the possibility of them getting injured. They get the ball out on the fast break. It's Oni, and flying right in is Sofian Hamad, saving the day. And El Ahly Benghazi gets their first lead of the game. And who else to put them ahead than Sofian Hamad? 18 points a game in the last couple of days. And I do believe there was a technical foul given, because we have the lone free throw from Windakita Ouedraogo. And it is a technical foul on Oni. And Windakita drills it. So that technical foul on Oni was costly, because not only it gives AS Douanes the ball, but they gave up the 1-point lead they had off the second chance from Hamad. A lot of composure has to be displayed for the next little while. B.A.L misses from outside. AS Douanes trying to establish the tempo one again. High arcing shot bounces off. Brendan Frazier in the El Ahly lineup. Andre Ziu all the way. That is the second lead for Ahly Benghazi. Will they hold on to it? We have less than 3 minutes in the third quarter to find out. Windakita and AS Douanes, they had a pretty comfortable lead. And then when the third quarter started, Ahly has clicked on all cylinders. Andre Ziu on the breakaway, and he was met by Delwinde Nana. In the third quarter, it's Ahly outscoring Douanes 20-14. Their strongest quarter by far. Andre Ziu hits the first free throw. That gives him 5 points. He came up with 11 in the win against Timbuktu yesterday. Second free throw bounces everywhere but down. Here comes Kumboigo. And now Windakita. The bounce pass down low to Ismailia Ouedraogo. There's a swing out three. No. And Saidi passes the Zoo, passes the timeline, drives for the layup, and fouled. Douanes does not like the call, but it was a quick double team on Andre Ziu. Ziu double teamed on the fast break. And he gets the second free throw. Huge turn of events with Ahly Benghazi ahead by 5 with under 2 minutes to go in the third. Quick cut from Ismailia, who takes on Hamad. Windakita feeling the pressure. Kumboigo, shot clock running late. Here's the fadeaway from Frank, no. But there is a foul which will send Frank Ouedraogo to the foul line. So far, Frank is up to 10 points. And he embarks on his first trip to the line today. Yesterday in the loss, he had 14. Goes 1 for 2 on that trip. And Hamad guarded by Ismailia, and he gives it right away to Frazier. Hamad not going for the screen, trusting Saidi. Pass was intended for Risku. His last touch by AS Douanes. There's a minute and 24 seconds to go. Shot clock at 9. And Mohamed Saidi immediately gets fouled off the inbound. AS Douanes out of fouls to give the rest of the quarter. And it's been an implosion of sorts for AS Douanes, who has seen their lead disappear. Saidi with 6 points. And he makes the free throw. Largest lead for AS Douanes was 9. And they are now behind by 6. Tengai Kumboigo checks out. And Alexandre Chahita checks in his place. This team now in the same situation LLE has been in since deep in the second quarter, down by 2 possessions. Windakita from the line, yes. Good patience and the awareness as he took one dribble to the line and fired away. Frazier breaking it free from the screen. 3 ball, yes. Smooth as water. It is 57-50 off the Sofian Hamad 3. He is definitely warming up. 30 seconds to play. Strong defense turns the ball over. There's a difference of close to 4 seconds on the shot and game clock. Saidi goes in and out. Frazier having a hard time. He's met by the double team, swings it back out. Saidi for 3. That doesn't hit. Picked up by Risky. 3, Frazier, good. Brendan Frazier and Ahly Benghazi heating up at the end of the third quarter. That 3 counts at the horn. A 31-point quarter for Ahly Benghazi. They have limited AS Douanes to 17 points at the end of 3. It is 60-50. Back for the fourth in a moment.
Les gars, à ce niveau-là, on se bat sur toute la balle. Mais tu as bloqué le ballon, on a créé un bon solo. Plonge dessus, va chercher. Plonge, ça c'est pas goudron, c'est pas Ouaga, c'est pas goudron. Plonge dessus, va chercher. C'est un gros que tout se met, c'est un gros que. C'est un gros que tout ça. C'est quoi, c'est quoi? C'est quoi? Toi, tu as le procès, tu fais un long passe comme ça, voilà.
Les gars, c'est le dernier cas. On donne le point. C'est le dernier cas. Allez, les gars. Allez, les gars.
Both teams looking to finish strong, but only one of them will take the win. Ahly Benghazi 2-0, first in the West Division. Already know they're on their way to the Elite 16. AS Douanes looking to play spoiler. They led for most of the game. And then to the halfway mark of the third quarter is where they've lost their lead. They are behind by 10 as we start the fourth quarter. Spin move from Frank, who swings it out to Tahita. 3 goes way off. Catch and shoot, Bocci, who hasn't hit a field goal since the first half. Here is Frazier wide open. Can't bury it. Ahmed Traore with the risky pass to Bocci. Rock is fed to Traore. Coin gets the money. They're down by 8. Ahly hoping to finish group play undefeated. We played a minute into the fourth quarter, and Sofian Hamad at the line to shoot a pair. Ahmad, usually one of the starters for Ahly, started off the bench today. But he's capitalizing on all the minutes he could get on the floor. Most of the starters started on the bench as well, due to Ahly securing their spot in the Elite 16. Machi with a pass, and skying in was Frank Ouedraogo, who misses it. Oh, what a save. Sofian Ahmad enjoying that as he's able to save it from the baseline. To the circus shot from Mohamed Saidi. Ahmad and Saidi delivering the damage, but they put their foot off the gas pedal with Frank Ouedraogo getting the layup on the other side. Saidi in trouble. He's fouled by Frank Ouedraogo. Frazier to Saidi. Saidi lobs it up for Ahmad. Saidi and Ahmad work their magic yet again. Lead pass to Coin Traore. Jump hook doesn't fall this time. El Jami called for too many steps. Ismail Jami picking up his first points in the tournament. He has 6 along with his three assists and 4 rebounds. (66-54). We played 2 minutes in the fourth. Ahly Benghazi striking back with a 31-point third quarter. They were down by as much as 9. Limited AS Douanes to 17 points. And they hope to finish Group A phase play with a 3-0 record and go undefeated. They won their first game 88-60 and then 70-66 yesterday against Timbuktu, the home team. And a technical foul, and another costly foul at this time of the game. There's no way to explode like that. When you throw the ball to the referee like that, you are going to get called for the technical, and that will allow AS Douanes to get one shot and the possession. Judier B.A.L, his best game of the tournament, and he shows his disgust, which led to the technical foul. He is back at the bench, and Tahita drains the technical. It'll be Karl Barchi out to Tahita. They play the big men pretty well. Ismail, nice fake. They get close. The shot's no good. And a putback is good for Traore. Nine-point game. We have played more than 3 minutes in the fourth. Here's the lead pass to Zoo. Here's Frazier up top. No. Down to 6:35 now. We don't know what the stoppage of play is all about. But nonetheless, we return to play. Nice fake. Now Karl Bacci sends it back to Tahita. Shot clock reads 9. Long shot. It is unsure, I believe. We're having some technical difficulties, folks. We apologize in advance for that. We'll try to get you back into the play as soon as we can. But we do know that Jonathan Jordan got the running hook to go. Ahly Benghazi still ahead. Here's Mia Oni. Easy look for him. 70-57. And a timeout from AS Douanes as we approach the halfway mark in the fourth. We'll be back.
La pivot là, quand on fait charge là, quand vous sortez là, sortez, prenez le ballon comme ça, et puis après on fait face. Non, sont les gars, il a un gars ici, puis il prend le ballon. Non, demandez comme ça, prenez face au gars. Même soit feu, c'est un peu de soit en haut, pas le guide de dos. Si ça marche de l'autre côté, ça marche de l'autre côté. Patience. On a à gauche, ça ne marche pas, on va jouer à droite encore, ça va venir. Et puis l'intérieur. On joue devant, on joue devant.
Il n'y avait personne ici. C'est vrai qu'il joue zone, mais si vous voyez attaquer le milieu pour trouver, c'est bien là-bas.
Lâche-les pas, lâche-toi. Soumets-le toi. Allez les gars. Calme. Fun.
For a while, it looked like AS Douanes would march right back into the game after giving up a 9-point lead halfway into the game. But their deficit continues to expand in this ball game. They have the largest deficit this afternoon. Looking at other statistics, AS Douanes shot nearly below 40. They have dropped down to 34. Lob pass underneath. That's good for Hamad Traore. Five-minute mark, fourth quarter. Oni with an easy look for Andre Zhu, but he doesn't convert. Foul picked up right in front of the scores table. That's on Jonathan Jordan. Bounce pass to Frank. Tahita gives it away. Shot is good from outside. A.S. Douanes. This is the highest they have scored in the last 3 days. And Saidi does not answer the call. Hamid gets the board. 8-point game. Who could be the hero for A.S. Douanes and try to spoil a perfect record for Ahly Benghazi? Two free throws are coming up. And Hamid Traore gets right back up. He got back up slow, but he was able to get on his feet. It's a personal foul on Zoo. And both teams will take a breather. There's a timeout on the floor with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in regulation. Ahly Benghazi is ahead 70-62.
Last quarter, okay, we got in foul trouble, we shoot 2 shots. Now they still 2 fouls because now we not come back, no contact at all. That's all.
نلعب من برا بس.
Hey, next one, we'll go for one defense. Sufyan, guard 4, okay, وادريس خليك انت مع 5, okay, خليك انتوا الاثنين مع 2 bigs, okay, انتوا الاثنين مع 2 bigs, okay. If somebody receive the ball and try to play 1-1, okay, the first one, help him, stand and help, okay. Hey guys, we're gonna win the game.
Come on, let's go. Give us a 3, 1, 2, 3.
Ahly head coach Ahmed Solomon asking for defense right into the pressure, to apply the pressure right at the corner on the next possession. The story so far, A.S. Douanes is behind by 8, 70-62. Free throws coming up for Hamid Traore. Traore buries the first one. Just to make it a 2-possession game once again. Down it goes. Hamid Traore has taken a lot of bumps and bruises today, but with his 10 points and almost 10 rebounds, it's worth it. This is the last day of group play. A.S. Douanes still playing for hopes to qualify. Catch and shoot 3, bounces off, and who else to get the rebound than Hamid Traore? He gets a double-double. Oh, it was close to a travel, but Tahita was able to get it away before his feet hit the ground. Down to Coin Traore. Coin is money! Counted in a foul. A.S. Douanes showing overtones of what Ahly did to them in the middle of the third quarter. They were up by as much as 9, gave the lead away. And remember, A.S. Douanes, they trailed by as much as 13. Now they could reduce it to 3 on the made free throw if Coin Traore makes the free throw. So Coin takes his spot to the left side of the key. This is to cut it to 1 possession. Too strong. Saidi with Hamad in front of him with the play. Takes it in himself and puts it down. It appeared that A.S. Douanes was anticipating an extra pass, but Saidi went up the middle and went down for the layup. Back to a 2-possession game, and the reverse layup goes down for Frank Ouedraogo. 3 minutes and counting. Here comes Saidi. Crowd in Bamako coming alive. Here's a three from Hamad. And back and forth we go. 75-68. Douanes does not need a rush for a three right now. They're doing exceptionally well in the mid-range, and they're drawing the fouls too. They know they are in the bonus situation. Free throws are on the way. They are showing great poise. This is the most they have scored in the tournament so far. Yesterday they had 61. And then on Friday in day one, they had 54. They were at 68. They're looking for 69 from Ahmed Traore. Got it. Point Traore, correction. Here comes the second. Another strong one. And it's Risk jumping for the board. On the 2-on-2, Oni gets it in, and that counts. And he lets the crowd know all about it. The intensity is definitely picked up within the last few minutes. Miye Oni, 15 points for the day. He is tied with Sophie and Hamad. And the add one is good. 78-69. It's back to a three-possession game. Bachi, good in and out crossover. And he meets his match at the bucket. That is Risk taking the charge. It's going to stay with Douanes. Frank asking for the ball again, and he gets it. Sends it to Ahmad. And he knew he was going to get fouled, so that's why he flung the ball up right away. Now they have to make their free throws. Ahmed Traore coming into this game, a 50% free throw shooter. Oh, he whiffs on the second one, an air ball, and it's going to be El Ali ball. Very unfortunate. And El Ali will get the ball when we come back from the timeout. Approaching the 2-minute mark in the fourth.
Tu ressors, tu peux chercher la faute. T'as compris?
Pas forcément directement sur moi. Voilà, on peut tourner et puis.
Il y a plus ça pour nous reposer.
Mes intérieurs, les gars. C'est vous qui pouvez me trouver le plus facilement.
Les gars, l'intérieur ça travaille. Maintenant là, les intérieurs là, ça bagarre pour prendre le ballon. Si un ailier reçoit le ballon, première action, donner à l'intérieur. Si c'est pas possible, il ressort. S'il faut, il travaille. D'accord? Est-ce que c'est compris? Allez les gars, allez les gars! Allez là.
There's still life in AS Douanes on the road to B.A.L, but they're behind by 9 with 2:05 remaining. It is El Ali ball from the side. In the fourth quarter, the line score, Douanes 19, Ahly Benghazi 18, correction. Ahly scored 31 points in the third quarter, and Douanes has been trying to make up for it ever since. They led by 9 at one point. And now time is becoming a factor. AS Douanes using their foul to give. Clock is down to 1:45. After a quick cut, the ball goes into Oni. Oni fakes on the three. Hamad skies into the lane. Yes, it counts. It is heartbreak city for AS Douanes as they're seeing their run in the road to B.A.L. slowly coming to an end. The poise and determination from Ahly Benghazi since halftime has been incredible. One free throw for Sofian Ahmad as he's been partially responsible for Ahly bouncing back into the ball game. Tanguy Kumboingo speeding things up. There's a catch and shoot three. Risk on the rebound. For a game where Derek Cook has not seen the floor all day, this is an Ahly team that has shown no panic despite that. Both teams out of fouls to give the rest of the way. And Ahmad's free throw spirals in and out. (81-69) is now the score. AS Douanes has not had a field goal in the last 2 or 3 minutes. And they're going to need one badly. Winikita, one of the sharp shooters, silenced in the second half. Final minute in this one. It looks like Ahly Benghazi, barring a miracle, will finish Group A play undefeated, and that's the icing on the cake. Jonathan Jordan dancing, crossing over everybody, and getting the layup to drop. Here's a foul after the rebound from Hamad. Perhaps that wasn't a foul after all. Catch and shoot from Frank Wadriogo doesn't go. And B.A. Oni retreats to the foul line. And some frustration on the part of AS Douanes. A lot of frustration because at one time they reduced their deficit to 3. But they have not capitalized on either tying the game or going ahead for the lead. Oni and the rest of El have dominated in the last 5 minutes in the quarter. .8 seconds to go, meaning the shot clock will stay on for at least one more possession. Oh, pass almost given away. Frank almost lost control of it. Quick two goes down for Ripango Wegrayoga. Down to 10 seconds. Risk. Plays it. Oh. And a foul before the celebrations begin. One more foul. Two more free throws for Miye Oni. And Oni has definitely taken over in the forecourt today. .18 points, 7 of 10 from the foul line. And there are some interesting figures which we'll get to once the buzzer goes. Oni for 19. And that will make it (86-71). Their second best scoring performance in Group A play has given Ahly Benghazi an undefeated record in Group A in the Western Division. 86-71 is your final. In a winning effort, Miye Oni led the way with 19 points and 7 rebounds, 72% at the foul line. Sofian Hamad, playing 25 minutes, picked up 18 points. Jonathan Jordan with 10 points, all of them coming from the second half. Mohamed Saidi with 10 points. And an honorary mention to Abdulkadir Risk. Even though he didn't get a shot off today, he picked up 11 rebounds. And in a losing effort for AS Douanes, a double-double from Hamid Traore, 10 points, 10 rebounds. Coin Traore with 11 points and 7. Windakita Wedrayogo, 10 points. And their leading scorer for the afternoon, Frank Wedrayogo, 15 points. While going 6 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line. AS Douanes ended up shooting beyond their average. They shot 36% from the field, 55% at the foul line. And Ahly Benghazi shot 45%, while shooting 70% at the free throw line. Much better effort from Ahly Benghazi at the foul line than their victory against Timbuktu yesterday.
Third and fourth quarter, okay, and we ended in a good way. So thank you guys for this period. Thank you for this preparation for first round, and inshallah, okay, let's be better second round. Good job. 3 games, 3-1.
Bottom line from Ahmed Solomon, he is grateful for this Ahly Benghazi team, and he hopes that they continue to play on and play strong as they advance to the Elite 16. One more send-off for AS Douanes, their first ever appearance in the road to B.A.L. And the party begins for Ahly Benghazi. There's no question of them advancing to the Elite 16. And in Ahly's undefeated streak. And this weekend, they had 88 points against CFG, 77 against CRBT, and they come up with one of the strongest performances in this tournament by far. Before we sign off, we'll look at the record books for this one. In terms of the most points in a game, The game high coming into today was Dar City basketball team with 102 points. Ahly Benghazi coming up with this great victory. Their 86 points is the second most in this year's road to B.A.L. But the story today is Ahly Benghazi goes 3-0 as they beat AS Douanes. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. We hope you continue watching the coverage of the Road to B.A.L. on the FIBA YouTube channel. I will see you, hopefully, in the round of Elite 16 and more tournaments throughout the year. Thank you to all of our fans, those in the live comments. Thank you to Coco and Ollie and the rest of the crew on the FIBA broadcast side who puts us on the air each and every time. Now, for all of them, to all of you, remember, there are plenty of good sports out there, so you be one too. You've been watching coverage of the Road to B.A.L. 2026 on the FIBA YouTube channel. This be Aaron Sanders saying so long for now.